It's 1987 and a group of Brits have washed up on a mysterious island where they discover a hotel trapped in the 50s full of ghosts, monsters and canned laughter. They fight in a desperate attempt to get off the island before it consumes them forever in this extra low budget horror, Bloody New Year. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. That's right, we're crossing over from 2024 to 2025, so what better way to celebrate the cross into a new year with a New Year's Eve themed horror? And here we are reviewing Bloody New Year, directed by Norman J. Warren, who's known for directing the sleazy R-rated trash Satan's Slave, Out of Touch, and Inseminoid, to name a few. We meet a group of 20-something Brits who are celebrating at a beachside carnival. They're having a swinging good time with their terrible haircuts, lack of charisma, and cringy dialogue. That is until we see horny mulleted member see a trio of hoodlums harassing a young woman before he could do so. And he's having none of it! So he and his mates go on in, sweep up the girl, and attempt to get away. But this trio already put their sexual assaulty pants on and they're gonna fight for the girl. So they chase this group of 20-somethings around the carnival. Then we get a chase scene full of carnival porn and terribly choreographed fight scenes. However, this group of 20-something Brits get away with their bits of shitty Land Rover towing a sailboat behind them. And they head straight for the water. But the hoodlums are hot on their heels, so they launch the boat and sail away. But wouldn't you know it? The boat springs a leak and they all have to jump ship. Then they eventually wash up on a rocky shore on a mysterious island, which can only go well. They trek towards inland and along the way find crashed planes, skeletons, and remains of the past. That is until they stumble upon a grand hotel in the middle of nowhere and check themselves in. However, there's no one around, it looks like there's no soul in sight, and the hotel is empty. And it looks like it's stuck in time, in the 50s being a time capsule. Everything from the furniture, the posters, the advertisements, even the clothes left in the rooms. And the entire hotel is decked out in Christmas and New Year's Eve decorations. It's almost like everyone just vanished in the countdown to 1959. They all decide to split up and explore the hotel on their own or in duos, which can only go well. Along the way, they get into some dry, fresh digs and decide the only thing to do at this point is to get pissed. Of course, while this is all happening, the hotel becomes a Zach Bagans' wet dream. We see ghosts appearing and disappearing, poltergeist activity, and the old television turns itself on and delivers some exposition foreshadowing about a military experiment. It's not long before one of the members gets murdered by an old black and white movie. Yeah, that actually happens. In all honesty though, the group take it rather well, as in, they don't give a shit. This is when they all decide to split up again because of course they do. Then the shit hits the fan. The trio of hoodlums show up as they've followed them to the island. Monsters and possessions begin to become a common occurrence, and there's a ghost pilot who jump scares them into figuring out what's going on. This film is the lowest of the low budgets. It's the kind of film you would probably see the Red Letter Media boys reviewing on Best of the Worst. It all looks like it's filmed on a private home camcorder, and the sound design is horrendous. But the worst offence is the acting, if that's what you want to call it. No one acts like an actual human being in this film, and the dialogue is just cringingly bad, and the delivery. Like, I know they're British and all, and we all know that the English are not really known for their incredible writing and acting. Like, I get it. The gore and creature effects are bargain basement basic, but honestly, they're the best thing in the film. There's even one point in the film where a couple are being chased around the island by the scariest thing possible, canned laughter. Yeah, I'm not joking. Then there's about 30 minutes left of runtime of the film, so they've got to find some red lighting somewhere, some smoke machines, some prosthetics, and try and wrap up this film cosplaying as a horror. In case you want to watch this piece of shit movie, it is free on YouTube, the whole thing. Ye be warned. Spoiler alert! We discover that the whole island, or the hotel if you will, is stuck in a time loop of 1959. Because of some science experiments bullshit. I wonder if J.J. Abrams is a fan of this film, because that sounds like some mystery box bullshit to me. Anyway, sometimes you find these little low-budget 80s horror gems that are craptastic, but this is just crap. Not so bad it's good, just bad. Anyway, guys, that's my cheeky little review of Bloody New Year. Right down below if you've seen it. What are your thoughts on it? But more importantly, what is your favourite New Year's themed film? And of course, if you made it this far in the episode, please give me a thumbs up, because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon, because I give it an episode weekly. And I'll see you back here next week for the next review, but until then, stay spooky, kids.